I've been on 3 trips to El Salvador. My first time was, I believe, 4 years ago, 2014. I went back the first time because I liked that we accomplished tangible things. I've been on a lot of mission trips around the world, but sometimes it's hard to tell if you go and you leave and you don't have lasting relationships with the people, and you don't know exactly how much the word took root, and you do what you can, but you end up back home. So the short-term mission trips are hard, whereas here we, at a minimum, made a difference in the people's lives. We built tangible things, we did tangible things, and then the fact that SHIP stays on and keeps those relationships alive, that you communicate with the same people, interact with the same people, just made a big difference. I liked the people that we went with and the community that we met there as well. So that was all good and engaging. I mean, SHIP hasn't made huge changes in my life. It definitely occupies us, a summer, a weekend of summer, or a week of summer. But so SHIP hasn't made a huge change in my life, but I have met a lot of people through it that have continued in those lasting relationships, have made a lot of changes. We've done a lot of things. So someone that we met there now has worked for us for 3 years, been amazing. I still keep in touch with 2 or 3 people at the church, doing groups together, helping out with either groups they're doing or interacting in those ways. So it's been neat to keep in touch, both with the people that I met on the mission and the people that we met there. So in sponsoring a child down there, it's a lasting relationship. It's just an ongoing relationship, and that's what I liked about SHIP to begin with, is that continued interaction, that continued contact with the town, the community, and the people. So it just allowed us to get into one little girl's life and keep the relationship going. We get letters, and we've seen her 3 times now as we go back down, and I just get to look towards a tangible future that see she's going to come up and has real dreams and real goals, beyond the community there. So being in El Salvador, much like being in a lot of places in the world, much like one of the great things about most mission trips is not any different in El Salvador. You get to go and see how much better we have it, how protected we are from the realities of most of life in most of the world. It's something that I definitely want my kids to see early and often. It's something that I've seen my friends' kids touched by, just going on these trips. And so it's just a great reminder each year that we're phenomenally blessed, and to the point that I feel the need to do more to help others, here in the States as well as internationally. But it's just a good reminder of how this is atypical. This is not, the American church is not the church, the only way, and American society is not the way that most people live or the concerns that most people have. So it just gives you a great perspective for keeping things in a godly perspective and not being as concerned about the little things, the first world problems that we go through every day. What means the most to me about the work that we do in El Salvador is the lasting legacy that it has. The things that have been put in place there are going to last beyond you, beyond me, beyond the few trips that we're going to be a part of. So we're certainly part of something larger there, but something sustainable and lasting, and hopefully something that will become self-sustaining, a presence that God can use to let the local people continue the mission that's been started there.